This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
You are now in tune into the Dead Monkeys in Outer Space podcast with your host, Jay to the Mark. Listener discretion.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on for him. All right. Come on out. Come on out. Move away from me. Hey, you're not in charge. Shut the up and get out of here. What are you talking to? What's your name? Calm down. What's your name? Guys with the rag. Shut your mouth. Are you the supervisor? Damn, man. Come on. Where's the supervisor? Alright, where's the supervisor? Right there. Where's the supervisor? Where's the supervisor? Where's the supervisor? Come on. Supervisor, I need the supervisor. No bad for you. They've been calling it for 10 minutes. I want the supervisor now. I want my supervisor. I want the supervisor now.
This is America.
They're threatening me. I'm not threatening her. I wouldn't hurt her. I'm not stupid.
I gotta kill.
Why would I hurt her? No, I'm not. Now she's trying to run away. Can I have my car back? I'm being harassed.
Okay. Can you back
I
off?
would like her
Yes.
car that she's coming.
Can you back off?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm at the next time. Ma'am, can you just back up just a tad so I can talk to her? Thank you.
Sure.
This is America. This is my area. I gotta carry him.
Do whatever it fucking takes!
Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now.
I've had it with all these idealistic
Don't catch you
pigs.
slipping now. Look what I'm
They
whipping
want
now.
the impossible.
This is America.
Everyone to have.
Slipping now.
Some cannot have. Not enough to go
This is
around.
America. Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry him.
It's time to do something about all these cocksuckers.
Dead Monkeys in Outer Space podcast. I'll be your host for this journey. This is J to the Mar, J the number 2, THAMAR. Follow or swallow on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to check out the show on blackjunction.tv, YouTube, like it and share it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I took last week off because I was tired of talking about the Kanye shit, even though I'm gonna reference it here in a little bit, but you know, that's the reason for the thumbnail, if you will, of the video. But I saw that this is America video by Childish Gambino, who actually got his name from a Wu-Tang generator thing. Remember the Wu-Tang game on PlayStation? You get to make your character and shit. But anyway, I thought it was a cool video. It wasn't nothing that, you know, like, oh my God, like, did you see the imagery in that video? It's like, yeah, it was like things that, you know, like, us as black folks are pretty much used to, you know. So, I mean, I don't know. It was a cool video. The song is not that impressive to me. The bass is alright, but, you know, I mean, the song is kind of borderline trash if you ask me. You know, but I understand what he was trying to do, I guess. You know. And I seen like kind of like a backlash, you know, obviously from the black feminist Twitter movement, which I don't get. And it's like, oh, y'all went in on Issa Rae. How come you're not going on Childish Gambino? He has a white wife and a white kid and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, oh, he didn't say fuck black women. I mean, maybe he feels like that, but he didn't openly say it, you know. Pretty much Issa Rae did, you know, so there's a difference, just to be fair. You know, I don't know. It's just weird how that shit happens, whatever. But anyway, enough about that. I want to have a kind of a rebuttal to people like, hey, did you see Kanye video? Did you watch the whole video? This is what the media wouldn't show. This is what the media wouldn't show you. And I was like, so how did it get out? Did he put it out? Did the guy Van, whatever his name is from TMZ, put it out? Oh, TMZ put it out. Oh, the media put out the video. Oh, they just showed you the highlights of the shit, right? That's what it was. Like when you watch Sports Channel, what do they show you? They don't show you the bounce pass, right? They show you the fucking slam dunks and the home runs and the touchdowns and shit like that. They saw opportunity, dude put his foot in his mouth. They like, bingo. Views. But there's people still like kind of like defending this shit. And I said, listen, let me be very clear, because I don't think people understand my point of view on this. What he said was very insulting to our ancestors and the people who fought and died because they had a choice. They didn't want to do that shit. Do you understand? They didn't want to be treated that way. But the way he came off like very nonchalantly saying it was just like, I don't know. Like he would never say nothing like that about the Holocaust. Never. No celebrity right now would. None. And I was like, wow. Like it's kind of that he's standing next to an open racist saying it. That was my issue with the whole thing. That's why I took exception to the whole thing. Shit, we all think about free thought all the time. Shit, we've been thinking about it. What are you talking about? He's not saying nothing new. Did you watch the whole video? I bet you didn't see this part. Yeah, I watched the whole video, but did you listen to it? He didn't say nothing new. Nothing new. If you read his Twitter, before he did this interview, he was saying the same shit. Think about forgiveness and you'll overcome things. Love, love, love. Brother love. That's what he is, right? Brother love. Don't accept this forced reality. Oh, forced reality? Like kind of how like slavery was? That's what he said, not me. He had one part, but he had the nerve to say, we don't have no enemies. Really? Okay. That's where you feel. And then, you got black people that commented to me or whatever. Hey, did you watch the whole video? But you didn't see the whole video. What are you talking about? Did you watch the whole video? Did you see it? And Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote an article, I believe in the Atlantic, about this recent episode, Kanye episode or whatever, and it was kind of like hard to follow at first. It's like, okay, well, I don't know where you're going, but I understand what he was saying. It's not the fact that Kanye wants to be white, like the picture is kind of implicating on this video, but it's that he wants that freedom, that all right, let's put it this way, like this privilege. Right? Because people don't believe white privilege exists. Like, Ben Shapiro, right? Colin Flowery. That doesn't exist. Really? Okay. All right. You take a wrong turn in any neighborhood, I'm pretty sure that, you probably won't get a ticket. It's a good chance of that. But people that said to me, oh, you didn't see the whole video. I say, wait, hold up. This guy... All right, we talked about free thought and mentally enslaved. I believe slavery is still going on. It's just more intricate. Yes, it's mental. Part of it is definitely mental. They don't have to shackle people to fucking make them not do shit or do what as they say. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with that. I mean, shit, we all saw The Matrix, right? Right? And that's all he's doing is just like, what is it, the red pill philosophy type of shit that people throw at you all the time. But it's like, did you see the whole interview? You see the whole interview? So yeah, he pretty much wanted to apologize to George Bush, right? I was just like, okay. He said George Bush don't care about black people. Why did he say that though? Because it was kind of true. Shit, even George's mama, Barbara Bush, kind of doubled down on it. You know, remember Katrina, and they had to stay in the Astrodome in New Orleans, and she said, "Well, these underprivileged people are pretty much used to living in poor conditions, so this is like okay for them." I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what she said. Like, they're used to this shit. If you don't remember the conditions in the Astrodome, I mean, people were shitting, pissing everywhere because it obviously wasn't enough bathrooms for everybody. People getting robbed, raped, beat up. Garbage is probably everywhere. There's probably people with mental health issues. You got the elderly. You got people who need medication and shit like that. So imagine putting all that shit into one place. Barbara Bush is like, they all right. They're all right. You know what even fucked me up? When Barbara Bush passed away, I see more people on social media like, rest in peace, Barbara Bush, rest in peace, Barbara Bush. But not too far before that even happened, Winnie Mandela passed away. I didn't see nothing for her. I mean, a few people here and there, but not as to the extent of how they posted Barbara Bush shit. That's the mental slavery I'm talking about, Kanye. This is America. They make you love your enemy. Yet you say we have none. Really? I almost got kicked off of Facebook for talking about this shit. And, you know, I said, oh, remember when Kanye was begging Mark Zuckerberg for money? Remember that? He's like, oh, you play my music, you like me and all this other shit. Won't you help me get out of debt? $53 million or something to that effect. So he went to beg for money. Begging. Is debt a form of slavery? I would think so. People still work on a corporate plantation. You know. I don't get it. Like, oh, did you watch the whole video? Did you watch the whole video? Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm like, is he still down with Trump? Is he still supporting Trump? Matter of fact, he doubled down on some of the shit that Trump said again. Did you watch the whole video? Yeah, and I listened to it too. Nothing changed my mind about the whole shit. What are you talking about? Shit, fucking, let's say this. There's a decent amount of blacks in the United States per city or whatever the case may be that outnumber the police, right? Yeah, cops are still shooting motherfuckers. What choice are we making? And my post that I was going to put up, which almost got kicked me off of Facebook, was I was like, yo, there's more cowards now than ever before. There's more sellouts than ever before. And slavery is more widespread than it's ever been before. Shit. Segregation, Jim Crow, Brown versus Board of Education. That shit was systematic, man. Then this dude had the nerve to say, talking about Yeezy, praise Jesus, Kanye, Mr. West. He said, why we protest when a white guy kills a black guy, but we don't protest for black on black? You know, I agree. You know, if we lose a life, we should be mad as shit no matter what. You're right. But systematically, and this is not victimhood or no shit like that. Yo, look at the Brown Board of Education case. Just look at stuff like that. They didn't want us to get a proper education. They don't want us on equal playing ground. They don't want us living next to them. They don't want us owning arms. None of that shit. It's a choice. That's your enemy. What the fuck are you talking about? Free thought, and rainbows and shit like that, and we love. Yeah, it sounds nice. You should be able to everybody should be able to love. But what's the opposite of love? Like my boy Seth told me, it's fear. It's fear. You know, so I mean, I just wanted to, talk about that a little bit. And another thing about the Ta-Nehisi Coates piece, he said something that I think a lot of people didn't pay attention to. He said Kanye went to get liposuction, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, isn't that the same thing his mother died from? Yeah, it is. And during that, interview, did you watch the whole video? Did you watch the whole video? In that same video, he said, I believe this is the best he's felt since his mother's passing. Because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. And that's what he said. That's how he said it too. I was drugged the fuck out, bro. God damn, get off the surfboard. Jesus Christ, dude. Well, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Jesus is another subject I don't think I even want to go into. Oh, man. But the clips I played earlier before the show about the 65-year-old woman in Alpharetta, Georgia, that was roughed up by the cops for refusing to sign a traffic ticket. They said she made some type of lane violation. It's stuff like that shows you this is America. There's no reason for those officers, and it was plural. I'm saying plural. There was more than one officer. There was like, I think 6 officers for a 65-year-old woman. Now, granted, she's a Lyft driver, and she actually had the Lyft, customer in her car at that time. But the way the officer James Legg, who later resigned as a result of this, he resigned because the backlash. But nothing's gonna happen to him. He'll just be relocated to another fucking precinct where he could fucking yell at somebody else's fucking grandmother, right? And she was like, "Who are you talking to?" He said, "I'm talking to you." They have no respect for our elderly, for our children, for our women, the men, the places of worship, your place of rest. They don't give a fuck. McDonald's, the Waffle House, they don't give a fuck. That was my issue with the whole Kanye shit. You're standing next to just racists. You don't think most of those dudes that put on no uniform aren't fucking racist? And I said most. You know why? Because I think it was David Banner that said it the best. He said he believed all cops are bad. And the reason why he said that, he said because if there's a bad cop on the force and the supposedly good cop doesn't say nothing about it, he's just as bad as him, right? So I say most now. And Miss Rose Campbell, who was a 65-year-old grandmother, that they roughed. I mean, and they was like being rough with her too. I'm just like, wow. Imagine if that was somebody in your family. Imagine if that was your grandmother. How would you feel? What would you do? Miss Rose Campbell she has diabetes and she suffers from high blood pressure. She said she felt like her heart was going to explode. She was scared. And you know what the lady said? Miss Rose Campbell, after her running with the law, she said, and I quote, "I didn't expect that in America." What? This is America. Whatever he's saying, I don't know. What? I said, yo, I read it back. And I read it again. And she said, I didn't expect that in America. I didn't expect that in Atlanta. And I didn't expect that in Alfredo. What? She said that shit? Or maybe she meant it a different way. I don't know. I'm not her. But the way it came across to me is just like, yo, she didn't expect them not to treat her like that. What? And I was like, wow. That's that intricacy I'm talking about right there. That mental slavery, bam, right there. That love that enemy, we have no enemies, Kanye shit, right there, bam. He's just now starting to peek through. I mean, he'll get his shit together once he lay off the fucking drugs. And please, you know what? I meant to say this the last week episode. Please stop saying this guy is a genius, please. 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 He's not a genius. What musically, what has he done that equates to genius? He made a good album. A lot of people make a good album. Some people make great albums. What did he do that was genius? I'm waiting. I don't know. Stevie Wonder is a genius to me. Grandmaster Flash is a genius to me. This dude didn't do nothing significant for music. So please, just stop saying genius. Please. But getting back to this, when she started screaming, nobody gave a shit. When our women cry and shit like that and scream and nobody gives a shit. And then you see it with the fucking ogre bitch. I mean, that white lady called one of two dudes barbecuing. How is this just not? She's just being racist for no reason. I don't want you in my area. Then when the cop came on the scene, that's when she started crying. She was a bitch the whole time. You can watch the whole video. Watch the whole video. She started crying towards the end of the video like she was the victim. They're harassing me. That shit'll get you killed. You understand? And I'm not saying it to be malicious or nothing. It's just that, put it this way. A young boy whistled at a white woman, and he's no longer here, and that kicked off the civil rights movement. Let's put it that way. But that's crazy. Like, people can't, they can't choose the barbecue. Shit, the Yale student, she went to sleep in the commons area, took a nap. Makes sense. School student, probably studying and, whatever, doing homework or just work. Exhausted, probably just came home from work, whatever, you don't know. Gets the cops called on her. Just sleeping. Then when you while I listened to the video, it was crazy. The cops was like, "Hey, can you prove that you live here?" Like, motherfucker, I'm just gonna break on campus and just fucking start studying and just go to sleep. I mean, yeah, students have fucking merchandise and different shit, but it's just like, really? That was just racist. But then there's people who will defend that, like, no, it wasn't. Maybe she was just being precautious. If you see something, say something. Shut the fuck up. Because the bitch did shit before. To another student asking for directions. And he was a freshman, I believe. So why wouldn't that make fucking sense? And I've been to Yale too. Actually, ran into Claire Danes while I was there. The girl I was dealing with used to work at Starbucks. And she fucking made Claire Danes a cup of coffee. I never liked Starbucks even since then. I didn't fuck with it. I didn't. I don't know. I just didn't fuck with it then. Something about it. But yeah, I mean, it's people don't understand, like, there's a certain privilege you get if you're black or white. Like I don't understand that. Like, how do you not think that doesn't exist? Because you're looking at it from the opposite side. That's the only way. The only way. Matter of fact, speaking of Connecticut and that's where Yale is located, in this area, I don't know if y'all seen this story. A lot of people haven't been talking about it. Matt Patricia. He has a girly name. I'm gonna call him Matty Patty. Matty Patty. Well, Matt Patricia was the defensive coach for the New England Patriots ever since 2004. Anyway, an investigation is being done recently. They say by the NFL, which I wouldn't trust. And I think some other private investors. I'm not sure. I got to get the details to it. But what I do know is that Matt Patricia is being investigated because him and his boy, when he was in school, not when he was coaching school, when they was in school, apparently sexually assaulted a girl on spring break. Both of them. They met at some party or whatever, and I guess she went back to her room. Maybe they knew where her room was at because maybe they kicked it with her or whatever. And they kicked down her door and they sexually assaulted her. She went to the cops the same day and they got arrested. But they were let go because the girl didn't want the pressure of being in the spotlight, I guess. Reliving that whole shit over again, which is horror. It has to be a horrible situation. But the NFL would rather concentrate on Kaepernick taking a knee. Matt Patricia and his boy forced a chick to her knees. Guarantee you see his ass on week 1 of the NFL season with his fucking number 2 pencil behind his ear like he's a defensive wizard. Fuck out of here. Sit your fat ass down. But why wasn't this a story? Why? Why is it a story now? Is my fucking thing. You don't think the New England Patriots knew about this shit? Right? Go on any sports show on ESPN or Fox or whatever the case may be, and you look up, and the way they talk about Bill Belichick is like, oh, in Gillette Stadium, if the fucking janitor uses soap on a toilet, Bill Belichick know what type of soap it is and all this other shit. I'm just like, really, what? He knows everything that goes on in that building. He knows everything. He knows everything. They don't turn over a chair pad without telling Bill Belichick. Oh, really? How come he didn't see this shit? This is 2018. Matt Patricia been there since 2004. He's been there almost 2 decades. Now, I said this happened when he was in school. So this happened beforehand. So during the interviewing process, they never said, hey, Matty Patty, is it anything that we should know before we make this hire? But you see how the Patriots clean their hands off the shit? They say, hey, Matt Patricia, you could go look for a job. Yeah, go ahead. Belichick usually doesn't do that. Remember the Patriots got caught cheating during the game? The Flakegate? I don't know. You know, Tom is with his balls and Tom plays with the balls. I don't. You got to ask him about that. They got caught cheating during the game. Went on to win the game. And I think the Super Bowl that year. What happened? Oh, we launched an investigation. Oh, no. So you can cheat and fucking win and it's okay. None of that shit gets revoked like the NCAA. None of that shit. No, it's okay. They watched people walk through during the Super Bowl. Spygate. Since you know everything, how come they didn't know this Matt Patricia thing? Where's Me Too at? Where's Time's Up? I guarantee if it was a black athlete, his ass would have been toast already. So why is Matt Patricia allowed to just thrive in the NFL right now? Why? That's what Kanye wants. He wants that freedom to do shit like that. That's really what it is. Shit, I give you another one. In 2007, a guy got shot in the arm, right? Well, it was at a traffic light, so it was a apparent drive-by. Guy gets shot in the arm. Another guy got shot in the back of the head. The guy who got shot in the back of the head still suffers from seizures until this day. All right? 2013, a guy got shot in his eye. But instead of, pressing charges against the person who shot him, he settled out of court for an undisclosed amount. Believe in 2000, I'm going to say 13, 14, 2 immigrants got murdered, I believe after a nightclub incident. And in May, apropos, in May, I think 2013, 5 years ago, a guy by the name of Odin Lloyd was murdered. So the guy I'm talking about is Aaron Hernandez of the New England Patriots. Now, Aaron Hernandez was drafted by the New England Patriots in 2010. So 3 years before he was drafted, he was involved in the shooting. And they still drafted him. So did Belichick know that? He had to. It's public record, right? Meanwhile, they're getting mad at Kaepernick for taking a knee. Or during the interviewing process when they ask rookies, was your mother a prostitute? Are you a faggot? I'm surprised the LGBT didn't jump on that shit when they asked the dude, was he gay? Is your mother a prostitute? Are you gay? How about, did you kill anybody? Did you shoot anybody? Now, obviously, Aaron Hernandez is a Latino, but you know, again, some Latinos identify as white, and you know, even if he was black, I think if he would have helped them win, they'd have still drafted him, but they'd have swept the story under the rug, which they did. Aaron Hernandez ain't stopped playing until 2013 when they lost against the Ravens in the AFC conference championship. I don't like the Patriots. I hate that team. Because it automatically signifies a certain, you know, like, hey, we got the golden boy, and this is the greatest athlete ever, and we're the best dynasty, and blah blah blah. Yeah, but you cheat to win. That's why in that last clip that I played in the intro was from The Purge. We do whatever it fucking takes. This is chess, man. They don't give a fuck. They're doing whatever it takes to win. So how does Belichick just get out of that easily? Just simply just like, just you had a serial murderer and a rapist on your fucking organization, but you know everything. That's what they say, right? You know everything. But he didn't know the two of the biggest things. Get the fuck out my face with that. And you see what's going on with R. Kelly. His music is removed from Spotify, now Pandora and Apple Music. Him, I think Extension, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's removed from Spotify. And TK, I think that's another artist or whatever. And it's a new public policy against like hateful content or harmful content or like harmful behavior. So if you're an asshole in real life and you do shit in real life, then they pull your material. This is what they're going off of, right? So I don't know. That's just what it is. So if we're gonna go down that quote unquote rabbit hole, shouldn't we do that across the board, right? Right? Because if they're gonna go down that board, then all the rap is gonna be taken off of Spotify. Because half those dudes got case shit. Is Fabulous up there? I wonder if Fabulous music is still up there. But if we do this, let's go all across the board. Let's go to Netflix. You know House of Cards is still on Netflix? Matter of fact, where the fuck is Kevin Spacey? Nobody's even bringing him up. Where the fuck is Kevin Spacey? I put that in a hashtag on Twitter. I'm going to do it again. Where the fuck is Kevin Spacey? So this fucking child molester could just fucking run and hide and y'all don't say shit. Once you pull House of Cards. Once you pull Usual Suspects. Pull them from Netflix. Go ahead. They won't do it. I actually heard House of Cards is a good show too. Sad, right? Yeah, but if you watch it, you just gotta be sure to look out for the main star to fuck a little boy in the ass, right? You're gonna get reminded of it every time you see it, right? So you might as well pull the show. They won't do it. But why not go across the board with that? How about everything that Weinstein had a part of? Just pull that. Pull all those movies. Right? Since their behavior is fucked up. Pull Charlie Sheen shit. This motherfucker running around fucking with HIV. Pull his shit. Fuck Chris Brown. What about Chris Jericho? You know what's so funny? I saw this video the other day. I said, yeah, I remember when Chris Jericho from wrestling, he punched a lady in the face. There's a video of it on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing. He was leaving an event or whatever, and, you know, I guess people was banging on his car or whatever, and he got out, and some lady, like, I think got in his face or whatever the case may be, and he punched her in her face. Are we going to pull Chris Jericho, you know, DVDs, his toys, his music? Break the walls down! Are we going to break that shit down? Are we going to take it down? No, they're not going to do it. Why? Why not? Right? Cosby did shit like 30, 40 years ago. These motherfuckers did shit like last week. This video of Chris Jericho punching this lady in the face. Nothing about it. Me Too, nothing. Time's Up, none of that shit. Speaking of wrestling real quick, and kind of Kanye, remember back in the days on mixtape, they used to, they didn't necessarily put who produced the beat, because, you know, dudes just rapped over whoever's beat, right? But when dudes started producing tracks, they used to label them, you know. And I remember when Kanye first came out, you know, I used to see Kane, like Kane West. Like, who the fuck is Kane West? I was like, Kane? I'm like, man, he biting off the wrestler Kane, you know, Undertaker's brother. Well, anyway, it's funny, I just saw Kane on Fox News the other day, and he's running for mayor, I believe, of Tennessee. And he also believes Trump is doing a tremendous job. So there you go for you know, my little wrestling update. All you wrestling fanatics out there, your boy Kane is a piece of shit too. There you go. Crazy. But like I said, I don't know if they should do this all across the board. If people's behavior from, I guess, a past behavior or current behavior, then this apply to all, you know, music, movies, all of that shit. But they won't do that. I don't know. I'm about to get out of here. But real quick, I want to say justice for Noura Hussein. She's a teenage girl who, I guess, had one of those arranged marriages in the Sudan, and her husband raped her and continuously raped her, and she, you know, she obviously didn't like it, you know. And the thing is, at one point, there's a story that his family held her down while, you know, he raped her. She eventually got away, and the father took her back to the husband to continuously rape her. Anyway, she stabs him, protecting herself, and she's been found guilty, and she's going to be sentenced to death. What planet is this? I have no fucking idea. But you could defend yourself from your oppressor, your rapist, and you're the one that's held to blame. She killed him. Good. He shouldn't fucking be here. He's a piece of shit. Where's Me Too? Where's Time Up? Where's Oprah? Hell, where's fucking Kanye? I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, just to let you know, this, I think Saturday, May 19th, Fahrenheit 451 movie comes out on HBO. Please watch. I'm not even promoting HBO shit. I just want to promote free thought. Did you watch the whole video? Watch the whole video? Fahrenheit 451 is dope. It's how they take away books and information, and the government tries to pretty much dictate what the fuck they want you to know. Also, happy birthday to brother Malcolm X on the 19th. They're going to probably try to do some other shit to make you forget that shit, but Malcolm X's birthday is this Saturday or whatever. So, alright, until next time, peace.